Hello. This is the first time today that we've recorded.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Chris, it's been about 4 weeks since I've seen you. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I was doing better a week or so ago, but still trying to keep busy. Still writing stuff, coming up with stuff to put on the channel along with this. So, yeah.
That's very nice. Also, I would like to introduce our special guest, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So last week, we got to hear from Chris's wife.
Yes.
This week, we're gonna hear from my wife.
Okay.
I'm a shit like a grown up. Broken lives, that's the biz when you know what's up.
She couldn't make it. So, I'll tell you a little bit about her. She's 4'11", has bleach blonde hair, natural, none of that dye shit. Bleach blonde hair, thick thighs, real nice caboose. Nice bananka hooglers too. Maybe like a C. Those are nice. And she has 6 hamsters.
6 hamsters?
Yes, and we live together in Vermont.
Why hamsters?
Because cats and dogs are too expensive, and she's allergic to them.
Oh. Well,
Hamsters are low maintenance.
hamsters are like moving turds that just make more turds. I had 2 guinea pigs. I never had hamsters, but I had 2 guinea pigs growing up, and those things, you don't need an alarm clock when you got them, because for some reason, at 6:30 a.m. every morning, they'll make this god-awful screeching sound, and they'll kick soggy wood chips all over your room, no matter where you put their cage. It'll just be everywhere in the room. And then on hot summer days, your room will be, and I mean this, infested with fruit flies. Just like they're not even flying around. They're just hanging out on the ceiling and walls because they know that there's too many of them for you to even do shit to them. It's awful.
Chris, do you not know that rodents are nocturnal? Guinea pigs are nocturnal. That's why they were up at like the ass crack of dawn.
No. Yeah, but yeah, that's true. I did not know that guinea pigs were nocturnal.
I'm pretty sure they are. Are they not? I feel like they are.
Well, like they don't make noise until in the morning and they only made noise because like they wanted to be fed. So like at 6:30 in the morning, middle schooler Chris has got to feed his guinea pigs. That wasn't fun.
I can imagine. I had a hamster.
Yeah.
He was cool. Old ass nigga.
A lot of people have hedgehogs now.
Yeah, it's weird. I've seen a lot of people just like grab them by I forget, what do you call their pelt?
Quills?
Well, there's like a specific term for the pelt.
I will look that up.
But they'll be like, does it hurt when you grab them? And then they'll just go whoosh, then they'll pick it up and they'll go, nope, doesn't hurt at all.
Yeah, they kind of curl into a ball. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there is some kind of armor there because they're like softer. They're like
armor?
huh?
Do you say armor?
Yeah. They're like armadillo hamsters. It's kind of what they are. They're kind of like an armadillo and a hamster and a porcupine, all into one thing,
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, I think all of those animals are in the Sonic universe.
Who's the armadillo?
I'm pretty sure there's an armadillo. What's the name of the part of a hedgehog? The part of
What's the name of the part of the hedgehog?
Hedgehog that you can grab. What's the name of the part of the hedgehog that you can grab? How do you grab a hedgehog? Oh, that's a video. What are hedgehog spikes calls? Quills. Yeah, I knew that. How do you pet a hedgehog? Don't try to pet your hedgehog until they have relaxed. A relaxed hedgehog will lay down their spines. Once the spines are laying flat, not poking up in various directions like they are when your hedgehog is rolled into a ball, you can try petting them in the direction the spines lay. There's a specific way to pet a hedgehog. It's pretty neat. I didn't get the answer to your question, but
That's
I got
fine.
that. I got that for you.
That's fine. We'll call it their armor.
Yeah.
If you can pick them up by their armor.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sonic, Sonic is a fast food restaurant. And speaking of fast food restaurants, I've been doing DoorDash lately. Yeah, it's... Dude, really, like... Once I started doing it, I thought to myself, I'm like, I should have done this 2 years ago. I should have done this during the pandemic.
Okay, I thought you meant, during the school year.
Yeah, I should have done it during the school year because
While you were working at Staples and the cardiovascular place and
I never worked at Staples. I worked
Hobby
I
Lobby?
worked at Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby, the cardiovascular, and you were a full-time student, and you were going to do DoorDash?
Whoa. 2 years ago, I was just working at Hobby Lobby and I was doing school, okay? But, like, during the school year, especially if you live in a college town, that is a perfect time to, like, when people are having classes, it's a perfect time to do DoorDash because you're going to get a bunch of orders, like, all the time. The downside of DoorDash is that, like, yes, it's, you kind of make your own hours, but you can only make the hours where they are allowing you to take orders when it's busy and people are making orders. And you get paid based on distance and how much people tip you. And I don't know. It's very inconsistent. Sometimes you get offered like $3 to go 12 miles. Sometimes you get offered $12 to go 3 miles. So the first week it was just me learning the app and figuring out, it. Yeah, just things like that. But like I wish that during the pandemic when like I was laid off for work, I wish that I did that because I could have made a lot of money. Because that was when everyone was saying, "Hey, do DoorDash because you can make $2,000 a week." Yeah, the most I've made is $200 a week, which isn't really a whole lot.
I mean, you're bringing in more money than some people.
And I say 2 years ago because gas was like within the $2 range. Now it's like hiking up to $5, even though they give you a 10% cash back. If this was sponsored by DoorDash, I'd be doing a really shitty job. But at least I'm being honest. So if there are any. You know what? No, I'm not even going to talk to future sponsors. We're at episode 3. I'm not doing that.
No,
yet.
go ahead. Shoot your shot.
Nah.
NordVPN, Manscaped, Honey.
See, that's just cringe.
Anybody willing to give us money?
Raid
Shadow Legends. Anybody willing to give us money to support this abomination we call a podcast?
Yeah, well,
anyone willing to give us money for this product?
We're building it up.
Exactly. Well, exactly. It's very much a science experiment.
It is.
And right now we're making like some really like ungodly creations, but eventually we're gonna get it right and we're gonna make like yellow ducks.
Yeah. The
yellow ducks don't exist currently.
Really? Why do yellow ducks not exist? Well, the little babies.
No. Yellow ducks don't exist. I'm also colorblind, by the way.
That's true. It's true. You are colorblind.
Yellow ducks don't exist to me. So.
Well, yeah. In a way, I am as well because I don't see color, Jared. Moving on to the next topic. Yeah, moving on. How's your hobbies been doing?
Which hobbies? Because
Any hobbies?
terrible. I fell in love with an anime girl.
Really?
Yes. So I remember this yesterday when I was talking on the phone with you. You were talking about Belle Delphine,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, that
Which
were-
there's a reason I was talking about Belle Delphine, but you guys you'll see that later.
Yeah, you'll cross that bridge when you get there. But it reminded me, recently, as in like 4 or 5 days ago, I fell in love with an anime uwu girl, and I feel terrible about it, honestly, because for the longest time I was like, oh, I'm never gonna be one of those fuckers, who follows all 6 of our social media pages and subscribes to all 10 of our YouTube channels. I'm not gonna be that person. And then it happened. I saw it. I was just scrolling through Instagram as one does. It was like, oh, damn. Uh-oh. And then I clicked. And then I fell down a rabbit hole. And it was a very vast, tight rabbit hole.
See, I would not. I could not see you doing that.
Neither could I. Honestly, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked. And now I want to marry her. And
What's her at? And what's
her?
her real legal name?
We're not gonna do that. we're not gonna do that.
What's all of her links? Does she have a link tree?
She does, and I am ashamed to say that I did go to the website. I did visit her website. Yeah, shamelessly. I didn't buy anything though. But I looked for a while. I did look for a while.
Just window shopping. Ain't nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that.
you just window shopping.
Ain't nothing wrong with window shopping.
No. Although I will say, God forbid if I ever have like a decent amount of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's okay. If I understand why some of you fuckos want to pay for like, the forbidden site. I get it. Would I ever do it? No, because porn is free. But I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. I don't do the porn because I'm married.
Shove that in his face? Why don't you? Damn.
No, I'm just saying that I want to relate to the conversation, but I can't.
Well, Chris, both you and I know that statement is very much false. I don't know if you're trying to put on an act because there might be potentially somebody sitting next to you, but there could be, there might not be. But you and I both know that is false. You and I both know that is false.
All right.
I can tell you exactly what you're into. I can tell the audience what you're into. I think I remember who you used to be into. And I can tell a few of your kinks if you'd like me.
No.
So
No,
every
okay.
morning when
We can redact this part, but
every morning when Chris wakes up, he cooks himself a nice breakfast.
No, I don't.
He drinks his coffee, drinks about a few cups of water, and then he goes to work, has a nice healthy salad. And then he comes home after a long hard day of being hard. Comes home and he's like, "Hey, my wife," and then his wife goes, "Your wife," and then she comes up to him and then she picks him up like fireman's carry style, like on her shoulders. Does a few squats with you, just you really get. Then does like a few jumping lunges, just a few of those. Then she bride carries you back to the bedroom. She fucking Batista bombs you onto the bed, and from that moment on, she beats you with a wooden spoon, and then you cream, and that's how that happens.
That's true.
That is true, 100% of that. I've seen it.
That's how that goes down.
I've seen it with my own eyes. It's a
Yep.
very disturbing sight. Kind of impressive, but very disturbing.
Yeah. Yep. That's how I do the sex.
That is. And that's only one of his kinks. Let me tell you about another one. So
No, continue.
So Chris is very much into nose hair. I don't understand.
No, I'm actually curious as to what you could do with that.
I don't know. Well, I feel like you could tell us. So, but I've also seen this because Chris has no shame. So there's this one time where we were like at the park. No, I was gonna. we were at a public park, and Chris was like digging in his nose for something, digging for gold, and he's like, this feels good on my finger. What would it feel like on the tip of my pee-pee? So Chris punches himself in the ribs to break his 2 bottom ribs, folds himself up like a fucking origami piece, sticks his pee-pee up his nose and jiggles it around a bit. So he's like tickling his nose, but at the same time he's like, he's climaxing. It was one of those. It was a face that I can't describe. It was like one of pleasure, but one of agony.
This
as well.
was also while I was like at your soccer game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris, you would be on a list. You are on a watch list. You are on a watch list right now. Beware of the bird-looking nigga who sticks his dick up his own nose. You can't miss him. He has very distinctive eyes. You can't miss him.
Yeah. My eyes just got bigger too.
They did. So it was like as you were fucking your nose, it was like your eyes were like bulging out of your head. It was like it was like one of those types of things.
Mm-hmm.
So what did it smell like, Chris?
Yeah.
What does it smell like? No, what does
my penis smell like?
No, your coom.
My coom?
Yeah, what does your coom smell like?
It smells like, the fries from Burger King.
I haven't been to Burger King in years.
Well, like anything you get from Burger King, that's what it smells like. I
Oh.
don't know why, because I don't eat Burger King. I can't remember the last time I had Burger King. It's been a very long time.
It's probably going to be a while since you compared your coom to Burger King. I don't think I want to eat at Burger King anymore.
No, well, Burger King was already real bad.
Well, I remember a distinct time when Burger King was actually like really good.
Yeah, I know. It was like before 2010. Like in the 2010s, it got real bad. I don't know why. I don't know if they went under the new management. I do know that Popeyes went under new management, and it was the same management as Burger King. And then that started getting real bad because their biscuits used to be decent. Now they're just rocks.
What are you talking? Popeyes?
Yeah.
Hello? No.
Huh?
You just can't let them cool off. If you cool off, it's game over. Like you can put it in a fucking sling and you throw it at a.
Their biscuits has always been shit. From like, yeah.
As a member of the black community, as a member of the black community and a proud representative of Popeye's Chicken,
I was about to say something bad.
you're already on a watch list, Chris.
Yeah, that's true. I stick my dick in my nose in front of you. Nice.
TV shows are nice. I've been watching a lot of TV shows from my childhood.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. Me too. I started watching a bunch of old Cartoon Network shows. Ed, and Eddie, Codename Kids Next Door. I watched the last episode of Codename Kids Next Door, and I forgot that it didn't, because like the way Kids Next Door ended, it was supposed to lead to a sequel series.
Yes.
Galactic Kids Next Door.
Yes.
And they were I didn't realize that they were as vague as they were at the end of like showing like the whole thing about Number Infinity being an alien. They were very, very vague about that. Like it could have been taken many other ways, and then it just kind of ended. But I know that the guy who made it like actually made a small pilot and then just had it circle around the internet, and then eventually like a Facebook page found it and put it everywhere, and then Cartoon Network saw it and then shut that shit down. And the little pilot that they did, it wasn't even a pilot, it was more like a visual pitch. And where like the number 3 and 4 were older, and they were like saying that they were at the Galactic Kids Next Door and they needed your help to essentially get the show like pitched And then apparently Cartoon Network just does not want that. So
Yeah, for a while, it was on the the Kids Next Door website for a while. All that was
Yeah.
on there. They had like the little Easter egg. If you click something at a specific time, you get like another hint towards Galactic Kids Next Door. So that was going on for a while. And for a kids show back in that day, it was really elaborate stuff. Because most
was.
TV shows set up like, you get X amount of seasons and that's it. Oh, we're not. So whenever a season ends, that's it. There's like no build up to the next season. And so for this one, it's be like, hey, I'm gonna go through all this painstaking labor to do this thing that I anticipate happening. Kudos to you, because this was early 2000s. So kudos to you, man.
yeah.
Good job. You made my childhood better.
Well, like cartoons back in the early 2000s, they all had they had great concepts, and each one of them had a different style. Like every creator put their own style into the characters, and all the animators that worked for them, stayed true to that style. Like Fox's Home and Imaginary Friends, and My Gym Partners and Monkey, which I know that was one that you were watching. And then like at some point, which we were talking about this too, is like when Ben 10 came around, they tried making more shows that looked exactly like that, and stuck to that kind of thing. And so essentially, like for the reason that they could sell more toys, because Ben 10 was selling a lot of toys. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, I had all of them when I was a kid.
Bro, I had the Omnitrix.
Yeah, I had the
Omnitrix lot.
dude. I had the Omnitrix. I was constantly like pretending like I was turning and accelerate, and I just
Me too,
run
bud.
everywhere. Yeah.
Man, times. I can't tell you the sadness I felt when the battery died.
Yeah, dude. I still have them somewhere, dude. All the toys, they're losing limbs and shit. Like man. But essentially, what you had is like, because I wanted to get the Ben 10 toys because I loved the show.
Yeah.
I loved the show. I loved the characters. And then they started coming out with Generator X, which I saw a little bit of it. I don't know. It just even when they which that was when they renewed Ben 10 to Ben 10 Alien Force. For some reason, it started to look a lot more bland and just kind of, I don't know.
No, Generator Rex or Ben 10 Omniverse?
Ben 10 Alien Force, sorry. Ben 10 Alien Force and Generator X had the same exact art style. And it was very dull and boring.
I'd say that the Ben 10 was flat. It was more flat than Generator X. I think Generator X had a bit more of a 3D-ish model, and I actually enjoy Generator X. The theme song was a fucking heater. Love that shit. But it's clear that it was like a copycat of Ben 10. But I'm pretty sure, like I think I told you this, like the people who made Generator Rex, half of them worked on Ben 10.
Yeah.
And so
well, it was both the same production company, Man of Action, I think. And with Secret Saturdays wasn't made by the same people either.
No. And that show didn't sell well, merchandise wise, ratings wise. It was pretty good. For the time, after the Ben 10 era, it was a good show, ratings wise, but it just didn't sell merchandise because it wasn't a really merchandisable TV show. I've got to be honest, I would not want any of the merchandise from Secret Saturday. That doesn't mean that it wasn't a good show.
Yeah.
It was a great show.
But
it had great character development too.
Especially in that time, that's what made or break a show, or whether or not it'd be canceled. That's, I think, which don't quote me on this, but I think that's why a lot of Gendy Tartakovsky's shows were canceled, because they didn't make enough toys for it, like Samurai Jack and Symbiotic Titan. That's why that got canceled.
No, I wasn't a big fan of Symbiotic. I just didn't like the art style.
Yeah, well, I love his art style. I mean, I don't think that it's the best, but again, it's just, I don't know, it's unique. Yeah. And I do like what he does with it, especially with his backgrounds. I will say his current show, Primal, is one of the best animations I've ever seen. Yeah, but I mean, the fact that he can tell an entire story with no dialogue, I feel like that's something right up your alley because you hate dialogue. You hate writing with dialogue.
No.
Well,
I hate writing action. I can write dialogue. For the most part, my dialogue is pretty good whenever I'm allowed to write my own shit. But
well, I remember you saying that dialogue is a crutch.
no, it absolutely is.
If you use it as a crutch.
Yes, but thankfully, because I hate myself, I had I learned how to write proper dialogue, and I think we're switching topics to film stuff, which I mean is okay. But the reason why it's so hard for most people to write dialogue is because you try to write it how you talk, and 99% of the people on this planet don't actually talk correctly. We butchered the fuck out of the English language.
It's true.
And we try to translate that into dialogue, and that's why it always sounds so fake and robotic. You know, because you try to say things that you yourself would say and put it onto a character who, in terms, is you, but also isn't you because it's being played by somebody who isn't. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so what works for you, your inflections aren't necessarily their inflections, and that's why it always sounds so cringy and stuff. Unless your name is is Edgar Wright, in which case you can do no wrong when it comes to dialogue. But no, I don't. I think dialogue is a crutch for people who overly rely on it. I think if you have a 10-page screenplay and 7 pages of that is dialogue, then I think you need to learn how to write action.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think if you're like doing comedy though, I wrote this one screenplay that was like I wrote it off the prompt that it had to be like 70% dialogue. And so I decided to make it a comedy. And for a comedy, it works. If it's like really like quick, like quips and quick jokes and stuff like that. And you make, if it's like real quick jokes and you make the action a little bit more dynamic, then
Yes.
that works.
Yes.
Yeah.
But why were we talking about that? I don't
know.
remember. I don't remember why we were talking about that.
I don't know. I feel like I'm at gunpoint to come up with some good things.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm gonna shoot you if you don't come up with things. I'm just saying that I'm probably gonna, like, I don't know, burn down your apartment. But
you can do that because I don't even know if I'm still on the lease.
that would be problematic.
Yeah,
if you
my
were.
last roommate ran
Not
off
me,
with
not
the
me,
lease.
not
no,
me,
not
not
you.
me.
My roommate before you ran off with the lease and never gave it back. So, and I haven't gotten a call, so I'm not really fucking sure if I still live here, although I still pay rent and
Yeah,
shit,
I mean, I would
so.
assume because they're still taking your money, so I would assume that you still live here, unless they're pulling like a big scam on you.
Well, I feel like they don't know what the hell they're doing because it's all ran by a bunch of like 40-year-old Southern soccer moms who didn't even know where my apartment was because when they gave me, like, my address that is listed is not the actual address. In fact, it's an address that does not exist. Found that out when I was like getting my utilities activated. Because they couldn't run it to the house that I was renting and sign my name on because it's not an actual house. So, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Good stuff.
Yeah. So, I got stung by a bee yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, stung me around my big toe. So
Big toe?
It's what I get for going outside trying to do athletic things. I was wearing, like, you know, what I'm wearing now. Sandals, socks and sandals. And so I was walking and I was like, ooh, I got a sharp pain in my toe. And I looked down and this bee is like fucking the shit out of my foot.
Like, the bee was just, like, attacking your foot out
Yeah.
of nowhere?
Yeah.
Just going at it?
Yeah, then it fucking stung me in the toe and I said, ow, you little bitch, what the fuck? And then he, like, dug his stinger, like, even deeper into my foot. And so I had to, like, throw off the shoe and smash him off of my foot because it actually hurt like a motherfucker. And the thing is, you know, like, when a bee stings you, it dies because it's connected to their spinal cord. I watched, like, as I, like, got him off of my foot, I watched the stinger like pull out of him and the spine follow after. It was disgusting.
Oh wow,
It was disgusting.
that's crazy.
Nature is disgusting.
That's crazy. Well, bees aren't usually what color was your shoe?
Black. I was wearing black sandals.
I feel like I don't know enough about this, but I know that bees freak out over certain colors. I heard like there's a reason you have to like wear white as a beekeeper, because I guess they don't see it or something. But
yeah,
I've been seeing this video circulate of a turtle. A guy puts black tape on his shoe, and then a turtle starts like beating the fuck out of the shoe with a shell, and then he takes the black tape off.
oh, is that
and
where
then
he's slamming into it with
Yeah,
his
he's
head
slamming
like that?
into
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
I've seen that.
I don't know why exactly. The internet's explanation is that the turtle is racist, but
I mean, I've seen Kung Fu Panda.
uh,
Well, actually, honestly, no, that's true. Kung Fu Panda is racist.
I've seen B movie. Yeah, but no, that's crazy, man. Because yeah, bees aren't usually just out of nowhere aggressive, because they know that they go and die.
Yes, and that's why I
But,
was very surprised. And I honestly, I kind of just stood there for a while, like it hurt, but I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I hit it?
Yeah,
It's like I don't want to kill it, but at the same time, the fucker is inside of me. So what do I do?
the fucker's inside of me.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I watched as he killed himself on my foot.
Damn. So did he just like, when the spine just ripped out, did he just fall to the ground?
Well, he spazzed for a little bit. He
Aw.
spazzed, and then because it was like once it pulled, he went silent, and then he went. I'm like, oh, okay.
Aw.
And then
what
I
color
walked.
blood does bees have?
It was just like some white shit that was coming out too.
Ugh.
So I guess it was just
Probably
like
the spinal
the
fluid.
spinal fluid.
Oh man, that's sad.
Yeah.
Killed a bee.
Well, the bee killed itself on me, dude.
You got 10 toes. Bees got one stinger. They got one life.
That's not my
And
fault.
we only got so many bees.
But the thing is that I learned about a bee sting is like it's not the initial sting that hurts. It's after. It's like a gradual growing.
Yeah,
pain.
yeah, it starts burning even more. Is it still sore?
Actually, when I got up this morning, yes, it actually was.
I've been stung in the head. I've been stung on my finger. And those were by bees. But dude, let me tell you though, wasp stings are even worse.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah.
And they can keep stinging you because their stinger
can.
isn't connected to their
Yeah,
spine.
they're dumb motherfuckers.
And they
I
are
hate
aggressive.
them.
They are
They are
naturally
very
hostile.
aggressive.
And they're an invasive species that shouldn't even be here.
Yeah. Damn. Invasive is right. Like, you can just be in like a half a mile radius of them, and they'll come find you, and they'll start fucking with you.
Yes, have you seen the niggas? Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back, nigga! That's a wasp. That's a wasp.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true.
I love that meme. That's one of my favorite memes.
It's one of my favorite ones to quote. Y'all know that I'm like purposely saying this like dumb shit just to get like shock factor out of it.
Well, the thing is, Chris, you don't say that part at the end. Don't say I'm just saying this for shock factor.
Yeah, but then
that ruined that.
Yeah, but
Oh my god!
was that a wasp?
I think that was. I hope that was a stick.
The wind.
A wasp just kamikazed itself into the window.
Speaking of kamikaze, that's a big wind.
It
You know what kamikaze, those two words literally translate to in Japanese, right?
no, actually,
Kami means God and kaze means wind.
God wind.
It's just God wind.
Well, actually, according to the definition by the greatest rapper of our generation, Eminem, Kamikaze is actually the name of his album. So,
Yeah, so
what essentially Kamikaze
Yeah.
translates into Eminem, which translates into
Actually,
look at him,
Something.
Eminem, Slim Shady. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of out of it. on this episode. Maybe the next one I'll be doing a bit better. But
Okay, maybe you just need a little more liquid courage.
yeah.
How long has this one been going on for?
I don't.
35 minutes.
35. Yeah. How about we cut this one short? How about we name this one? Sorry, we tried.
You know what? I'm good with that.
You're
one.
good with that?
Sorry, we tried.
Yeah. We talked about a few things.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for listening again. Sorry that we couldn't deliver.
Yeah,
We're
real
both very
sorry about
busy
this
men.
one.
You know, I
Hey.
have six children and a wife that I have to look out for. So and I
Yeah.
work 3 jobs. So
They say 3 times a charm. Well, this is the reverse of that. First 2 was pretty alright. Third one was a little stinky. But hey, you know what? We'll pour ourselves some brewskis and then meet you back for the next one. How about that?
yeah, that sounds good. Okay, bye guys.
All right, bye-bye.
My blood ice cold like the lizard. Schism, burn him up in a fireball from the wizard. That little lizard will still be a lizard. Listen, folk can live so you don't have to.